Welcome to the Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Before I start, please join me every Monday through Thursday from 8 to 10 for the Asia session I'm hosting for my fund of futures. We cover the index futures, S&P, NASDAQ, oil, and gold. Silver, not so much anymore, but those are four assets that are pretty volatile, and we have some really great success with it. Also, during the session, we give away 10 rapid accounts, so be there. It's a lot of fun. And it's a great community. Also, if anybody would like to reach out to me or get a 5-day free trial to my live stream, please text me your full name and email to my cell phone at 914-500-7484. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about how to identify opening by divergences. So this morning on the gap down to this morning, we had AMD, Tesla, Micron, SanDisk, QQQs, Spiders, Nvidia, all have monster buy divergences on the 60-minute time frame. So in this example here that I'm going to show you, and I'm just going to bring this up here, and I'll bring up the 30 and the 60-minute time frames, okay? And I'm just going to type in the symbols, and you can see Tesla this morning, how you got these big 60-minute pullbacks here, these monster drops here, right here. You can see today's the 22nd here. So here you got the big gap down here, 374.95, and you can see where it opened at 75.68, pushed down another 60-70 cents, and then ripped right up 80 cents. You can see how the 30-minute MACDs didn't confirm as well. Look at Micron, same identical. Look at this. Positive MACDs here. The guy who sold 936 and change, he jumped. Okay, look at it, 983 now, and even higher. So when you got the push down here, you can see the open at 38. It pushed down another $1.60, and you can see here the gap down, the positive MACD, and you can see the big, enormous push down here. Okay, and you can see the ricochet right back up. Same thing with the QQQs, the same pattern. Here it is, boom, right there on the opening. You can see the 30s. I mean, everyone I'm going to show you, SanDisk was an animal. SanDisk, look at this pattern. Boom, right down, open, 15.26, and it dropped down 16.10, which is really like nothing for SanDisk. And then the next thing you know, the next bar, 30 minutes later, it rallies 85 points, okay? And then if you look here, again, you can see AMD, identical, same pattern. So I'm just showing you all these patterns. Broadcom, this is AMD. Let's look at Broadcom here, AVGO. You can see the 60-minute time frame on Broadcom. On this one, the 30s very crunched here, but look at the 60s, beautiful into that positive MACD, got down to 81.80, 380, and never looked back, up 17 points higher. If you look also on Nvidia, same pattern. Look at this, boom, kabooshed, right? Open right here, 10 o'clock. Look at Nvidia right here, boom, boom, right here. Nvidia 205 and never look back, trade up to 214. So basically, these buy divergences, when you come in the morning, or when I come in the morning, I look at the bigger underlying ETFs and the continuous contracts, and this is exactly what I look for to see the most opportune patterns that I can take advantage of on the opening. Normally what I like to do is I just like to throw certain bids lower in because of the buy divergences, and hopefully they get hit and then they ricochet right back up. I mean, AMD literally went from 526 and change, and within seconds it was 541. You can look at DRAM again. All these patterns were pretty phenomenal. On the sell side, look at Microsoft here. I'll show you Microsoft. Microsoft pushed up right here on the opening. I'm so mad at myself. I had an order in to sell Microsoft above 400, and I was so busy, and it traded up to 401 into this negative MACD, which is the complete inverse of what I just showed you here. And you can see here on the 60, 401, literally the next bar, it dropped $11 here, okay? This is an absolute Picasso. If you look at Bitcoin today, you can see at one point today, Bitcoin was making new highs here. And you can see when Bitcoin made the new high here, above 66,300, you can see how the MACDs did non-confirm the highs on the 60, and you're in a the 60s are still negative. So when Bitcoin pushed up here to new highs, the MACDs were negative, and the MACDs did not confirm the highs. So again, a very, very bearish pattern there. Palantir reversing to sell on all three time frames. You can see the negative MACDs, the rising ADXs, the big selling pressure on the 60 and the 30. What do you look to do? Well, you short. When you see negative MACDs like this and big selling pressure, well, you resort to the 5-minute time frame and you look for shorts all over the place on the 5. But the pattern here of the day was what? The 15-minute bear flag right here that happened right around the 12:15, 127.10, kabooshed. Look at this. A total of almost $3.50, $3.60. And again, if you count the bars from here up to 8 bars, you go here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. Kabooshed. Okay? Absolute kabooshin. Really great short there as well. All right. Let's look at Meta here today. Nothing but bear flags in Meta. Again, when you see the 60 and the 30-minute time frame, the MACDs are rising like this. The MACDs are negative. The ADXs are rising. Here you can see the 30-minute time frame. The same identical pattern as Palantir. What do you look to do? You take a short here, okay, on the 15-minute time frame right here at 115, 630. You can see the drop here of about 5. Also, I want to show you one great pattern here in AMD. When AMD today was making new highs here, you can see how the MACDs were negative on the 30-minute time frame. But more importantly, when you got the overbought condition here on AMD at 330 into a negative MACD, even though it pushed higher for whatever crazy reason, you can then see the drop from 61 all the way down, dropped, I think it was 61 and change, 61.40. So AMD dropped roughly almost 10.5, almost 11 points here. All right. Okay. So this is what I do all day long. I teach these divergences, whether they're buy and sell divergences and positive trends or correlations. Doesn't make a difference. The strategy is a strategy. Remember, you have to separate yourself from learning about a pattern, which I teach during the podcast, and scalp trading. So again, you'll get anywhere between 4 to 8, 5 to 10 great patterns a day on any individual name, whether it's 3, 5, 15, 30, or 60. And you'll, depending on volatility, you get anywhere between 10 to 40 great scalp trades during the day. All right. So again, scalp trades are up to 3 bars on a 3-minute, 9 minutes. Or if it's a 5-minute, it's 15. All right. When I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. All right, so for tomorrow, the big numbers here are, you got to see if these 60-minute time frames are going to hold. Right now, they look like they are. Tesla's down over 20 after hours. Google, I don't know, was trading 325, 330. So we're going to watch. IBM got kabooshed. But the big number tomorrow is Intel after the market closes. Big numbers to watch tomorrow. 30-minute time frames. Spiders, 745.70. That means the S&Ps have to drop 19 from where they are. 60 minutes, 743.71. So that's about 25, 30 points there. So S&Ps have to break the 7,500 level in order for the 60-minute time frame to reverse. And the QQQs, 698.50. The last sale, 704. That's $6. That's roughly 300 points on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq has to be below the 28,900 level. Well, actually 28,850 level for it to reverse to sell. So again, big day tomorrow. We'll see how the negative earnings are from Tesla and Google are going to take hold. But overall, if we do get any type of oversold condition on the 30 and 60-minute time frames, you got the big buy divergences on the 60-minute time frames. I'd be looking to buy them. And if we do get any type of push up, well, you have negative MACDs on the 15 and the 30-minute time frame. So again, I think there's going to be a bottom somewhere off the 60-minute time frame by divergences, and any type of rallies will be run into a brick wall with the 15 and 30-minute negative MACDs on the underlying ETFs. All right. Okay. When I get back, I want to talk to you about one of the most critical things any trader needs to manage, and that is how to scale in and how to scale out. So I tell people all the time, you can learn my methodology, you can know like the back of your hand, you could be great at understanding the conditions, you can know my strategies inside and out, but if you don't know how to scale in and scale out of trades, it is a combination for disaster. Again, everybody has to have different ways of scaling into a position. Scaling in is a lot different than averaging down, but more importantly, what you need to focus on is taking the number of contracts that you want to trade, whether it's a pattern trade or a scalp trade, and then be in the situation of learning how to take those contracts and scale into a range and then manage. So for example, if I call a range of 40 to 80 and they push up to 55 and you're shorting at 45 and 55 and you have more at 65 and then it drops down to 41, you should cover some and then take your stop that is much higher up above 90 and then lower it back down to 55. So if you have, again, I saved the last part, which is the most critical part of my whole course, because you need to learn how to scale in and out of trades, but mostly you need to do what? Also learn how to use the DOM for execution. And with that, those two combinations, if you really learn how to do that, is a combination for success. Thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button and please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live. If you'd like to follow me on social media, please go to my official Stephen Kalayjian on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and X. All right. Had a brain freeze there for a second. All right. Thank you very much. If you'd like to join my free Discord for a week, text me your full name, your email, and text it to me at 914-500-7484. Thank you. God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.